All right, let's look at our exponential functions. These are called our growth and decay. So we've got exponential growth functions, and that is when a quantity is growing or getting bigger over time. And then we also have our exponential decay functions, which decay means that it's getting smaller. So when a quantity shrinks or gets smaller over time. All right, this is what they look like, and it looks a little daunting, but we're going to break it down piece by piece, and it's going to be just fine. So our y is going to be our final amount, and our y equals a, which is our initial amount, so where we're starting from, so our start, open parentheses 1 plus or minus. So this is going to be a plus sign if it's a growth, and this is going to be a minus sign if it is a decay. R, which is going to be our rate in which it's either growing or shrinking, and this is going to be the rate as a decimal number, rate, I don't know what's supposed to go in this box, as a decimal number. So we're going to be given it in our examples as a percentage. And we're going to take that percentage number and we're going to divide it by 100, and that's going to give us our decimal. And then that's going to be raised to t, which is our time in years. So again, this is going to be broken down and it's going to be very simple. Okay, so a celebrity has 150,000 followers on Twitter. The number Y of followers increases by 35% each year. How many followers will they have in 4 years? Round your answer to the nearest follower. Okay, so let's break it down by pieces that we need. Then we'll write the equation, and then we'll answer the question by plugging the equation into our calculator. So A is the initial amount. So where are we starting? Right here at 150,000. Then it goes on to say our rate is 35%. We need 35% as a decimal number, though. So I'm going to take 35 and divide it by 100 in my calculator. And that's 0.35. All right. Finally, what years do we have? We've got 4 years. So our t is 4. So now we can write our equation. So y equals, all of these are going to be y equals. You're not going to put a number out front. Our initial amount, 100,050. Open parentheses, that 1 stays the same. So plus or minus. That's the only thing I forgot to underline. It says it increases by this rate. So that means that it is a growth, which means it's going to be a plus sign. Our rate, 0.35, and our time is 4 years. So then I just come to my calculator, and I'm going to type in everything after the equal sign, just as we wrote it. 150,000, open parentheses, 1 plus 0.35, close parentheses. This is raised to the 4th power, so I'm going to do the little caret right here. Raised to 4, enter. This is my answer. 498,226 people or followers. So in 4 years, this celebrity will have this many followers. That's it. So we're just doing the same thing. You buy a used motorcycle for $12,000. The value of the motorcycle depreciates by 15% each year. What will the value of the motorcycle be after 5 years? round to the nearest cent. Okay, so we buy a motorcycle for $12,000. So that's where we are starting. That is my initial amount. The value depreciates. Depreciate means it goes down. So we're talking about a decay. By our rate of 15, so I'm going to take 15 divided by 100, that's 0.15. And we want to know the value after 5 years, so my time is 5. So writing my equation, y equals initial amount of 12,000, open parentheses 1. We said it's a decay, so this time it's going to be minus 0.15 raised to the 5th power. Again, typing it into my calculator. 12,000, open parentheses, 1 minus 0.15, close parentheses, raised to the 5th power. My value after 5 years is $5,324.46. So it said round to the nearest cent. That's 2 places after the decimal. That's how we write money, 2 places after. Okay, if you are good to go here, you can stop and do the practice problems, but I'm going to go through 2 more examples just in case. So in the year 2000, there were 10 rabbits on a small island. The population increases by 25% a year. How many rabbits will there be in 2015? Round to the nearest rabbit or the nearest whole number because we're not going to have 0.34 of a rabbit. So how many rabbits are we starting with? We are starting with 10. Our rate, we are increasing. So we're getting bigger. Our rate is 25%. 25 divided by 100, 0.25. And what is our years? It says we're starting in the year 2015. So I have to calculate that. 2015 minus 2000. How many years is that? That's 15 years. All right, my equation, y equals initial amount, open parentheses, 1. We are increasing, so we are adding 0.25, and we said we were for 15 years. All right, calculator, 10, open parentheses, 1 plus 0.25, close parentheses, raised to the 15th power. We should have 284 rabbits. All right, one more example. The population in our small town is 8,900 in 2010. It's slowly been decreasing at a rate of 1.5% per year. Predict what the population will be in 2030. Round to the nearest person. All right, our initial amount. We've got 8,900 in the year 2000. We are decreasing. So we are going down, meaning it's going to be subtraction and decay. Our rate is 1.5. I'm still going to do that same thing. And you can do this in your calculator. 1.5, I'm still going to take that and divide it by 100 to get me my decimal number. 0.015. My time, we're starting in the year 2010. And we want to know until the year 2030. So 2030 minus 2010 is 20 years. Y equals initial amount. 8,900, open parentheses, 1. We are going down this time. So minus 0.015, and our year was 20 years. So 8,900, open parentheses, 1 minus 0.015 raised to 20. And that is my new population will be 65, 78 people.